Okay, everyone's going to talk about Gareth Bale, obviously, and as a former Spurs player yourself, you will have watched him, and I'm sure a huge admirer. Who else have we got to look out for? Aaron Ramsey? Are there other people as well?
Yeah, I think Ramsey, and if Bellamy's fit, I think, you know, I don't know whether he's going to be able to play or not, but Ramsey's a good young player. What he hasn't had is enough experience, maybe, with Arsenal. He's been out on loan and he had the injury.
Yeah.
So as Ray said earlier, you know, it might work against some of the youngsters if that pressure pot in that stadium builds up too much on them. But he's a good prospect without doubt. But the pick of the bunch at the moment is Gareth Bale. Again, Ray has been injured as well.
Yeah, terrific footballer. But Joe Ledley as well at the moment, scoring goals for Celtic also from the middle of the pitch. So that's one we'll have to watch for from the middle of the field as well. But Gareth Bale has been absolutely magnificent, hasn't he? Now, when he tore Inter Milan apart, not on one occasion, on 2 occasions, that's not easily done when you're playing against a fullback of Mycon's experience. And yeah, he was absolutely outstanding.
What about the youngsters for England? What about Jack Wilshere, for example? I mean, I remember watching him when he was 15 at Arsenal Reserves, and Arsene Wenger was in the crowd, and the camera just focusing on Arsene Wenger, and you just saw him think, you almost saw his head go, oh hello, we might have one here. Where does he stand if you're going to compare sort of Bale and Ramsey and to Jack Wilshere?
I think you only had to look at his performance in the Camp Nou the other night against Barcelona. I thought he was the only player, in actual fact, from the Arsenal team that came out with any credit. I thought he was absolutely terrific. Even when it was hot, he wanted the ball, he tried to get it back, he was aggressive, he was fit. And I think Wilshere really won for the future. He's terrific.
He's a wonderful player, very stylish player, elegant player when the ball's on his left foot. What I like about him, he shows a lot of maturity in the positions that he picks up. You know, he's very cute in coming behind the ball. Things like that take years sometimes for a midfield player, to experience that and go through it. But he picks up some lovely positions, always available. And sometimes you see him, he'll run behind the ball where it's a problem then for a defender to come and mark him, because you don't want to go across the line of the ball. And he picks up lots of possession facing the opposition. For me, that's really cute as a young player. And then he's got the ability to pick the passes that he does. So we're hoping that he's going to have a great game next week.
Yeah.
Okay, another question, this one for you, Ray. We've talked a little bit about this already, but this is a very specific one from Philip, who says, Ray, who do you think is the better player? Is it Aaron Ramsey or is it Jack Wilshere? Who would you rather have playing in your team?
Well, unfortunately, Aaron's progress has been halted for a time, and a good time as well. He's had a nasty injury. So at this moment in time, it would be Jack Wilshere. He's very Brady-esque in the way that he plays. But Ramsey most definitely has the talent to get back up to that level again, and please God the injury doesn't take too much out of him.
Yeah, I mean, Ramsey had an amazing under-21s tournament in Wales, ended up going out to England only just, and he's a bit older than Wilshere as well.
Yeah, but he's very talented. He's very talented. He can score a goal as well.
Yeah.
You saw the area he got himself in at West Brom on Saturday. It was a little bit unfortunate, come off the bar, and he couldn't get a good enough second touch. But he's a very, very good player. I've got a lot of time for him.
Has it changed? Has English football changed in the last decade, Ray, or has football generally changed?
No, I think the influx of the foreign player, our game's definitely changed. The regulations have changed, therefore the game has changed immensely. You know, the foul, for example, now has been taken out of the game. It's a yellow card, basically. Any foul on the pitch is a yellow card. So the regulations have changed. Yes, football's changed, and I agree with Glenn. The pitches now, you know, you have the opportunity to play with your head off the floor, which in times gone by, your head was stuck to the floor to make sure the ball didn't bobble away.
Seeing which bobble or which bit of mud it was going to come
Or if Graham Souness was going to come behind you and petrify the life out of you. But that was what it was about. But now the pitches are so good that you can play with your head up off the floor, and I think that's important.